Border Force staff at airport to strike over Christmas. Border Force staff are going on strike for 8 days over Christmas at Heathrow Gatwick and several other airports, the PCS unions has announced. About 75% of passport control staff are PCS members, and Heathrow has warned checks may take longer than strike days. Thousands of other civilian servants, including driving test examiners, will also be taking industrial action. PCS boss Mas Sarvodka said the strikes would escalate unless the government put money on the table now. Strikes now at the Department for Work and Pensions and the highways agencies have already been announced. Mr. Sarvodka said PCS members had no options but to strike because they were currently skipping meals, not being able to put the heating on the home because of the poverty they are living in. The PCS General Secretary has had talked with the government's ministers about he said earlier they were refusing to increase 2% pay rise. They keep saying their door is open, but it's very strange door because there is nothing behind it, he told. About 1,000 Border Force staffs are expected to work on 8 days between 23 December and New Year's Eve at Birmingham, Cardiff, Glasgow, Gatwick, Heathrow Terminals 2, 3, 4 and 5 and Manchester's airport, as well as at the port of New Haven. Christmas is a very busy time at the airports and the strikes are likely to lead longer queues at the passport control. In all, 86% of PCS ballot members voted in favor of strike actions across 124 government departments and public sector's employers. Mr. Sarvodka warned the government against bringing in the military to cover for the strikes, saying there was not enough time for the train them properly. And he said the PCS would escalate industrial actions in the new year unless the deadlock was broken. The strikes were part of targeted and sustained program of industrial actions that is designed to escalate each week unless the government is prepared to put money on the table. Now to the deal with the poverty of its own workforce, he added. Traffic officers at national highway agencies will take part in 5 weeks of rolling strikes across the country, with 5 of the strike days coordinated with coincide with the RTM's planned railway strikes. Staff at the Rural Payment Agency, which deals with the farmers, and also joining the industrial action. A Home Office spokesperson said passengers should be prepared. For the potential disruption, we will deploy suitable resources to meet critical demand and support the flow of passengers and goods through our border. A Heathrow spokesperson said, our priority is to ensure passengers get through the border safely and as quickly as possible. We are working closely with airlines and Border Force on mitigation plans for the potential strikes actions by Border Force officers, and these plans will now be implemented for the notified days. The Home Office advises that immigration and custom checks may take longer during peak times on strike days, and the Heathrow will support Border Force to minimize this impact with the aim of processing passengers through the border as effectively as possible. Passengers are advised to check their flight status with the airlines before traveling. We encourage all parties to resolve this dispute quickly. The airport pointed out that the workers involved in the strikes were employed by the Home Office, not by Heathrow. A spokesperson for Gatwick said the airport was disappointed that Border Forces staff had decided to take strike actions and hoped that the settlement could be found as quick as possible. We expect that flights will operate as normal and remains in regular contact with Border Force about their mitigation plans. Additional airport staff will also be made available to help the passengers. Welfare on the strike days, the spokesperson added. Consumer group which said the Border Force strikes will be a huge worry for the travelers, with thousands now anxious as to whether their Christmas plans could be left in ruins if flights are cancelled as a result. Airlines affected should work quickly to inform passengers of any potential changes to their booking because of the strike actions and must not fall in their legal responsibilities to offer travelers a refund or the option to be rebooked, including with the other airlines if necessary, said Guy Hobbs, editors of Which. Travel December strikes, who is striking and what are their pay claims? There is a growing wave of the industrial action in December as ambulances and healthcare workers prepare to join a rail worker in striking over pay and conditions as the cost of living soars. Prime Minister Rishi Sunak said on Wednesday that he would bring a new tough laws to curb the impact of strikes as he criticized unreasonable. Union Chiefs. Thank you.